Good afternoon, my friends. Today I'm on the Mohammed Belqasmi Street, which is an extension of the Bouadou Brothers Street. This is a long road that links Bir Moradrais to Ruisseau, and Bir Moradrais is behind me, whereas Ruisseau is ahead of me, some 500 meters away from here, and Cuba is on the right, and Martyrs Memorial is on the left. And now, let's look at this beautiful roundabout here. And now I'm going to go to Said Hamdine, because today I have an appointment with my mechanic, who is going to try and fix my brakes again, my back brakes. There is this beautiful garden here, the Henri Maillot garden, and now it's rush hour. No, in fact it's not rush hour yet. It's only 3:13 in the afternoon. We are in late March 2023, and we're in fact we're just 2 days to spring. And as you can see, everything is blossoming, everything is beautiful and green and lush. It's been raining lately, so there will be more water in the coming days, inshallah, God willing. And I hope that everything is going to get greener and lushier than it is now. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Said Hamdine via Anassers. In fact, I've been avoiding the street here on the left. It's the Arab Minad Street. It's here on the right, and I've been avoiding it because now, you know, there are lots of auto spare parts there. Lots of auto spare parts shops there, and just look, it's here on the left. It used to be a main road, a practical road, but now, because of those auto spare part shops, there are many cars stopping there. Many drivers would go to purchase spare parts from those stores, and they are slowing down traffic. They are disrupting traffic in a significant way. That street is is an entrance to the neighborhood of Anassers, but there is traffic here too. Such a frustrating situation, and you've got to to quickly figure out a solution here. Maybe I should drive as far as El Madania, and then see what I can do. There is a street here on the left, a hilly street. Behind that building, the ABC Bank building, that will lead me straight into Anassers, the neighborhood of Anassers. But on second thoughts, because I am so close to that street, to that entry, I'm just going to, to bear with this short section of traffic jam, and just take that street. This bus is turning around here, and there is a bus garage. In fact, there is a bus garage just 20 meters away from here. It's over there, and that's a public transport bus. Those blue and white buses are part of the ITUSA Urban and Suburban Transport Company. The structure on the right, that building with sharp angles on the right, is a beautiful structure, and it's a parking garage. It's a multi-floor parking garage, and now, I'm entering that street. Just look at the traffic. So it goes all the way to Bir Moradrais, and of course I'm not going to drive via Bir Moradrais. And surprise, here is traffic too. Here on this street, because you know everyone has gotten as smart as I am, and everyone has realized that this is a practical shortcut in order to drive to the area of Anassers and then join the Ben Aknoun highway. That's why I'm not going to use it at this time. You know, I wonder whether it's whether it's regular. Last weekend I used it. I used it on weekends, of course. But if this street has become a known shortcut now, and known and widely used shortcut now, then this means that it's no longer. I mean, a driver like me, who is allergic to traffic jams, can no longer use it. That's so sad. Too bad there aren't any other shortcuts here on the right. And this part of Le Ravin, or the Bouadou Brothers Street, which goes on to be called Mohammed Belqasmi Street, is a business district. It's a business neighborhood with lots of office buildings. And now this street that I initially tried to avoid is empty. It's the Arab Minad Street, and this is the area I told you about earlier, the area with lots of spare part shop, yes, with a lot of spare part shops. You can see for yourself, they sell spare parts for all cars. For all brands of cars, both Asian, European, and North American car brands. Thankfully, traffic is fluid here. My friend has a garage in Said Hamdine, in a remote corner of Said Hamdine, and I am going to go visit him in order to get my handbrake and my back brakes checked again. So this is Anassers, the neighborhood of Anassers, located between the Anassers area and Le Ravin. Which is a road officially known as the Bouadou Brothers Street. In its initial section from Bir Moradrais, then it's also known as Mohammed Belqasmi Street. From, I think, this business district to Anassers. This neighborhood is such a beautiful neighborhood with some beautiful colonial houses and also modern houses. I'll be filming more and more videos during rush hour for you to watch, because I know that I've been filming Algiers a lot on weekends, and now I've got to film it on busy work days as well, so that you get a glimpse on what Algerian or Algiers roads look like. on busy days. But of course I'm going to avoid traffic jams as much as I can. Otherwise my videos are going to consist in nothing but traffic jams. There is a school area here. I guess that the school on the left is a primary school, and the school on the right is a middle school. So that explains why there are zebra crossings and also speed bumps. Now, if you this is Mahmoud Khoujat al-Jild Street. If you drive straight on, you will arrive in Bir Morad Rais. Of course, there is permanent traffic there. There is constant traffic there. But I'm going to take this street instead in order to drive to the road that will lead me to the highway, to the Ben Aknoun Highway, also known as Highway 5, National Highway 5. There is a restaurant here on the right. I have never tried it, and it might be worth coming to try it someday. There's that big furniture shop here, right in front of us, Jod Tash or something. It's a Dodge Tash. It's in Turkish, I guess. My mattress here on the right. It's a mattress shop, but I've already bought my new mattress, a huge orthopedic mattress. It cost me a lot, but everyone is praising it. My wife, my kids, just anyone who lies down on it would praise it. My mini mart here on the right. And now if you want to go to Geri D2, you take the left, and if you want to enter the Ben Aknoun Highway, you drive straight on. Once I almost fought a guy here, a driver here, and for no reason, you know. I let him pass, and you know, he started gesticulating. I thought that he was being rude at me, but no, he wasn't. He was angry with another driver who could have let him pass, but didn't. And then, you know, I misunderstood his gestures, and I thought that he was gesticulating at me. And then I started arguing with him, only to explain to me that he wasn't gesticulating at me. He was upset with another driver who had left, you know. And I felt so embarrassed because he was with his mother, and you know, yet I was so angry that I started shouting at him, protesting against his gestures that he was making with his arms. Of course, they weren't really offensive gestures, but you know, I got angry. I thought that, you know, that those gestures were his way of thanking me, you know. Then he explained to me that, you know, he appreciated my my gesture, and he wasn't gesticulating at me, but at another driver who could have let him pass, but he didn't, you know. So that's why I would always tell you to refrain from getting engaged, from getting involved in road rage. You know, never get angry with the driver. Just let them go, you know, because it's dangerous. Road rage is dangerous. And, you know, one of the things that I particularly find ridiculous to do, and even dangerous, is, you know, to just stop your car in the middle of the road, or even, you know, pull over just to fight someone, you know, just to get out of your car and argue, or even worse than that, physically fight some other driver. It's really not the thing to do. Some drivers, you know, you could harm the other driver if you punch them or something, and then they could log a complaint against you, and you know, could end up in prison just because of that. And you could also, now you can see what the Ben Aknoun highway looks like when there is traffic. It's only 3:30. I think that it's half an hour to rush hour proper, because usually rush hour starts at 4 here in Algeria. It used to start at 4:30 in the past, when everything was still ideal. And now just look at the situation. Look at how bad traffic jams are here on this road. And the reason is that, you know, this road is very important. It services just look at that car, how it cut me off, you see. Okay, go ahead, no problem. And so, as I told you, this car services practically all the neighborhoods of the upper part of Algiers, and that's why maybe I've got to move to the left lane. Okay. Because the van behind me is harassing me, you know. And as I told you, this highway services practically all the major neighborhoods of the upper parts of Algiers. You can even drive to the city center via this neighborhood. And that's why everyone likes to use it. And now you need to know that Algiers doesn't only have you know, densely populated neighborhoods or densely populated suburbs in its immediate vicinity. It also does in its farthest vicinities, you know, in its farthest areas, like Rahmaniya and Stawali and Ziralda and Sidi Abdullah. And therefore many people who relocated there from the central parts of the city also, just look at how aggressive they all are. All right, so let's move to this lane here, because I am on the emergency. I was in the emergency lane, and I wouldn't like to disrupt, you know, to be an obstacle to some official delegation or some ambulance or some police car using the emergency lane. Maybe I'm going to skip a few minutes of filming here on this road, on this congested road, and continue filming once it completely eases and I approach Said Hamdine. Anyways, here I am on the bridge. Lakot is on the left. Lakot and Bir Khadim are on the left, and Bir Motorway is on the right. And I am headed straight towards Said Hamdine. I think that we are witnessing a breakthrough here, and well, if it keeps moving even slowly, I'm going to keep filming, but if it completely stops, then I'm not going to film this traffic jam, because it's uninteresting anyways. But just imagine, you know, the stress generated by this traffic jam if you drive like this every day. And yet there are many drivers who commute every day on this road, and of course they complain about the traffic, but for my part I wouldn't be able to bear with this every day. I've gotten an apartment in Rahmaniya, and of course, like tens of thousands of people, I will be using this road in order to go home. However, I don't really imagine myself driving or I mean leaving work at this time of day, then getting stuck here. I would either leave the office early, a little bit earlier than usual, or you know, wait until rush hour is past. Wait until rush hour is over. And now we have arrived in an area known as La Concorde. There is an apartment complex here on the right known as La Concorde. And now, yeah, I've got. I think that we've got a real breakthrough with cars moving slowly but surely. And as I said, this road, now with the completion of many new suburbs and apartment complexes in the southwest of Algiers, this road is getting more, I mean, more crowded than ever, more cluttered than ever. And the authorities really have to figure out something, some better solution in order to ease traffic jams in Algiers and its vicinity. Because, you know, these highways and motorways and major roads are like the lifeblood of Algiers, which is an important economic center. They are like the arteries, the veins and arteries of Algeria, of the economy of Algiers, and of the whole country by extension, because we have lots of very important institutions here in Algiers, and also the headquarters of many important companies and agencies, both public and private. And that's why it's very important to take care of Algiers roads, make them wide enough to contain lots of cars. But it's also, I mean, a more sustainable solution should be the development of public transport, of trains and streetcars and subways and buses, you know, so that people, I mean, especially lines, you know, they need to set up lines of transport that link, that conveniently and properly link the outskirts of Algiers to its central parts and its areas of activity. That's why we've got to develop our transport system, public transport system. There is another breakthrough here, and now it looks encouraging. There is an entry here to La Concorde and yeah, Said Hamdine. I should have taken that entry though. Alright, no problem. I'm going to show you the other entry. It completely escaped me, you know. Taking that small entry here on the right could have been a practical entry. Next time we are going to take it, and I'll show you how to drive to the area where I am going here via that road. And now I need to explain you something. The part of Said Hamdine I need to go to isn't on the right, okay, but on the left. And that's why I'm going to show you how to drive there. I've already filmed multiple videos about Said Hamdine, and this is the Said Hamdine bus stop, but it's empty. You know why? Because all the buses on their way here are stuck in traffic. There are some people waiting there, But I don't really think that they are going to wait for a long time, because many buses are on the way. The buses that service this area set off from two main bus stations in Algiers. One is the Ben Omar bus station in Cuba, and the other bus station is the Tefura, or is it the May the second bus station. It's downtown. The buses that go from downtown to Zeralda pass via this road and stop there at that bus station, and also the buses that set off from Ben Omar stop at that bus station too. And of course Said Hamdine has two bus stations, one on the right side of the road and one on the left side of the road, for buses coming from Ben Aknoun, mainly from Ben Aknoun and Shiraga. We have stalled again. I'm approaching my entry. It's on the right. Just look at how green the grass is around here. And in this video we have seen how, you know, a driver needs to be creative and try to figure out which route is the best in order to reach their destination. But I never imagined that it would take me 27 minutes in order to drive from the Bouadou Brothers Street to Said Hamdine. Started filming at 3:10, I think, or at 3:15, and now here I am, almost 30 minutes on the road. I am back in the emergency lane again because I'm approaching the entry. It's just some 30 or 40 meters away from here. I'm crossing a bridge over a road that leads. Great, this is my entry, and there is a park here on the right, the Said Hamdine Park. The park is here on the right. Now if you want to go to Hydra, you drive straight on, and we're entering the Tiqsrain road. This road leads straight to Tiqsrain. And it's a Wilaya highway, I think. This is the road that will let us turn around. But on second thoughts, I'm not going to re-enter the Ben Aknoun highway. There used to be a bus stop here on the left. There is a park here. Yeah, they are organizing all those white tents are going to be something like a fair or something, a commercial fair, a small commercial fair on the occasion of Ramadan, maybe, because Ramadan is going to start soon. So there is a park here. It's the Ben Aknoun amusement park, a beautiful park with lots of rides, including a big Ferris wheel from where you can see lots of things. And then there is the Mouflon Hotel here on the right. And now if you drive straight on, you will arrive in Tiqsrain, and there is an orthopedic hospital there. And then if you continue straight on, you will arrive in on National Highway 1. National Highway 1, and just look at this charming traffic jam. When you see, you know, when you find a traffic jam here, it's not. I don't really think it's a good sign, because you can guess the intentions of all the people who are using this road here and now. Most of them aren't residents of Tiqsrain, which is a residential area, but they are in fact commuters trying to join National Highway 1, because this road in particular offers access to National Highway 1. These people are probably going to Blida or any other neighborhood or suburb that lies between Algiers and Blida. That's why this isn't a good sign, you know. All right, thank you, and I'm going to, of course, I just stopped by this traffic jam to tell you about it, because my destination isn't there. I mean, isn't in that direction. My destination is somewhere here, where my friend has a garage. You can join National Highway 1 via the road here on the right too. Yeah, this would be a smarter choice, but a more complex one. Maybe this isn't the right roundabout I should turn around at. And yes, people who were there in that traffic jam choose. What's with these traffic jams today? They seem to be following me, or maybe I'm following them without realizing it. There is another traffic jam here, but I don't really think that it's going to last for a long time. And so this is the other side of Said Hamdine that I wanted to come to, and this is the area where my friend has a garage. And just look at all these new buildings around this place. They are really interesting. They have all been built recently in the last, 10 to 15 years. Some of them have just been finished, and this is going to make this area very interesting to live in or to work in. All right, guys, so now this is the turn we need to take in order to go to my friend's garage. There is a university dorm here on the left, and the Faculty of Law is right behind this. Is the glass building that's right behind these dorm buildings. It used to be located in Ben Aknoun, but it was moved here in the last 5 or 6 years. You can see the tip of that building here on the left, the glass building. Now we are back in the area of highway number 5, or the Ben Aknoun Highway. You can re-enter it via this road, but I'm taking the right. So this is the headquarters of ADL, the National Agency for the Development and Improvement of Housing. This is the road that will lead me straight to my friend's garage. There is a hotel somewhere here, and my wife has family who also live around here. We like visiting them because they have such a small and beautiful house somewhere here. They are one of the oldest families that lived here in this area, so they remember this area since the 1960s or 70s or something. So I mean, they have lived in this area since then, when there was practically nothing here. There is that interesting mosque over there. It's a green minaret. Okay, guys, so that was me driving to my friend's garage from Belqasmi Street. I hope that you found this video practical and interesting and also entertaining. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button in order to receive notifications on my future videos. Take care of yourselves and goodbye.